So there might be ways to use Desmos here. Generally, like if I had to find the y-intercept of something, I would put it in Desmos and just see it and tap the point. But slope is a little bit trickier of an idea because it's not a specific spot, right? Slope is the difference between 2 points on a graph, right? So it's not something that's as easy to spot. There might be points that look like they're in convenient locations, and then we could run the formula using those points, but it might be messy. So this is a case where I would just do algebra. I would just rearrange this. I know that I can get the slope of a line if my equation is in y equals mx plus b format. So my goal is to get y completely alone. That's when I'll have the slope. And as I go, I need to be careful because I can see from the answer choices what they want me to mess up. They want me to lose a negative, right? -2 is choice A, +2 is choice D. -5/6 is choice B, +5/6 is choice C. If I lose a negative, I get this wrong. So some of you are going to do this in your head and increase the chance that you lose a negative. This is a case where I'd use Scratch. I'm very, very good at math. I could do this in my head if I needed. But that kind of arrogance is what causes unnecessary mistakes on the test. So I am going to use my Scratch paper. So let's rewrite it down here. 10x minus 5y equals -12. And it's already a place you could mess up. Make sure you write it down correctly. Then getting y alone means I got to deal with any sort of addition and subtraction first. So let's get rid of this 10x. That's kind of attached to the y through addition and subtraction. So I'm going to subtract that over. It does not combine with the -12. So it crosses out here. Make sure you, again, bring it down. -5y, not +5y, is equal to -10x minus 12. I'm going to write it that way because I want my x part to be in front because that's just kind of what I'm used to. Then I'm going to divide everything by -5. So I'm very methodical about this. So that cancels out here, right? That leaves me with just the y that I want. And then -10 divided by -5. The two negatives cancel to positives, and 10 divided by 5 is 2. So 2x. And then this would just be the messy 12/5. There's no clean solution to that situation, but I don't care about the y-intercept. I care about the slope. So the slope then is 2. And that is choice D, and that's it. So you shouldn't get this wrong. This is just a basic algebra move. Harder questions are absolutely going to use the exact same skill, which is we're given a line in a kind of non-traditional format, and y equals mx plus b is our safe place. That's really the only equation of a line we want to use. I know there are others, but that's kind of where we want to get. So let's get back to that. That involves some basic algebra moves, moving things across in equals, but be careful, right? There's fractions involved. There's negatives that can get lost. There's going to be division involved. So be really careful of that stuff and understand that sometimes the SAT is giving you a really big hint about what the potential mistakes and traps are because of what they put in the answer choices. If you see something like -2 and 2 in an answer choice, you should be thinking, I got to be really careful because if I lose a negative, game over. So that is absolutely something I think about before I start on a lot of these questions.